Alright, so we're here with
Drew.
and
Gordon.
and
Nesca.
alright.
Hey, you forget me, Melissa G, of course, you know. Why you watch me stuff?
How could y'all forget the queen? Like,
Oh, she's
I like
the queen.
this one.
She's the queen to you.
Yeah. That's my
He's
book.
smart, he's smart.
Alright, so tell them a little bit about what you do as
Wait, we can't start off with that. We gotta tell them what we're talking about first, you know? Oh my goodness. You see what happens when you eat? You get a little kind of, you know. So today we're gonna be talking about Guyanese music internationally, you know, and we'll just take it from there.
Okay.
Now you can continue.
Alright, so tell them what you do as an individual.
I'm a music producer. I basically write the songs. Not all. It depends on the artist. I write the songs, make the beat, put everything together, engineer it, get it mastered, put it up.
And all they gotta do is sing the song.
Basically, that's how it works right now. But it depends on the artist, because some people write their own music, some people get other engineers. So there's a difference between a beat maker who just makes the beat and a
Okay.
producer. So it's a little more extensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So producer is a professional professional term basically for what
Yeah, the different hats, and it varies too, because some producers do less, some producers do more. It really depends.
Okay. So Nesta, tell them what you do.
Well, I'm a reggae soca artist, and I've been singing for a very long time. I've been doing music all my life. I come from a musical family background. I gained my musical knowledge mainly from my mom, because she's a music teacher and a music coordinator. So everything that evolved around music, that's what I do.
Wow. So do you write your music too, Nesta?
Yes, I write all of them.
Wow, nice. Gordon.
I just love music. Like, I just want to eat, sleep, and breathe music. Like, if I could do it full time, by the grace of God, that's all I'll be doing.
So you are a singer?
I try.
You said you try.
I try. I just love music. I pretty much want to say I live music, but I don't really do it yet. But I wouldn't want to classify myself as an artist or somebody that just write or sing or do whatever. But I don't write all of my stuff. That's the truth. Drew writes a lot of my stuff, about 90%. He produces, and that's what differentiates between a producer, a composer, and a beat maker. People just don't know who's who and what's what. A producer is someone who develops and works with an artist. They don't just make a beat. A beat maker makes a beat. A producer develops the artist, work with the artist, make the songs, compose the song. And then there's composers. So you have people who are composers, producers, beat makers, and just songwriters. Drew, fortunately for me, I live music, but I live it through him.
Wow.
And at this point, because my project is built around his ideas and his vision and what he wants from us as a team right now, so I'm very fortunate that I don't have to write, I don't have to compose, I don't have to produce.
You just show up. And
I just show up and just interpret. I'm the interpreter. So
Yep.
whatever he has on the table and however he wants to deliver it, Gordon, deliver it. And if I deliver it well enough, then there we go. We have a hit single.
You
Yeah.
mentioned something that you don't consider yourself an artist, and that's very ironic, because a lot of people out there are labeling themselves as an artist.
Right.
And I know your music, and I can say you're an artist. So why do you think that you're not an artist when you're great at what you do?
Well, I would like to think that I'm a spiritual being.
Okay.
So if something is who I am and I'm living it and I'm breathing it, then I'm not just classified as an artist, because I'm beyond an artist.
Got you.
I'm a person. I'm Gordon as an individual. My family know me as this one person. The industry knows you as this person. My church knows me as this person. The hood knows me as another person. You know what I mean? So there's so many aspects of my life that makes Gordon the spiritual being. And artists, they usually paint on a canvas. You know, when you classify yourself as an artist, you have a blank slate and you paint a picture,
Inside the box.
or you're inside the box, you know, but I like to think there is no box.
I got that. That's nice.
You know what I mean? What if there's no box? Then there's no classifications. You're just you.
Exactly.
So Roti Killer, he mentioned the word industry. I'm gonna piggyback off of you a lot. Earlier, you guys were having that discussion about music industry as far as in Guyana or dealing with Guyanese artists, and the fact that you guys are so diverse right here. We're all Guyanese here, but as far as the music, you guys are so diverse, because Drew, you're here in the States, at least you're starting off. I know you want to push it internationally, and Nesta, she is back home, but she's actually marketing right now outside of Guyana. And Drew is pretty much everywhere. Can I say that, Drew?
Yeah.
He's pretty much everywhere. But what I like right now, and Nesta knows that we're always talking about this, is how the Guyanese community back home accept talents. I won't say artists, but talents.
Right.
You know, how do they accept their own? You know, what's your views and your opinion as far as that?
That's for me or for Nesta?
For all three, you guys.
Who want to go first?
Nesta can go first, I guess.
Well, I should say there's a lot of favoritism, and most of the people, I should say the real serious musicians, the real serious artists in Guyana, they don't get the push that they deserve. And the people who just, you know, like, okay, you wake up today, you feel like singing, and tomorrow you ain't gonna do it, and then you come back 2 weeks after or 3 months after. Those are the people who get the push, and it's very sad. I have to go in with Mr. Sharma mode. It's a sad situation because it's not easy, and the people who've been working for years, and you keep working, and you need to reap benefits from your labor. You also need the support, you also need the push, and if you don't have the support and push, then you know you will just be fighting all the time, in terms of you be the fighter because of the persona that you have for the dream that you want to live, and you just keep doing it. But you know, for me, I'm speaking on behalf of me now, that's what I've been facing all my life in Guyana. But I must say, thumbs up to my manager. I found a good manager, and he's making things work for me in Jamaica. Hats off to Mr. Manager.
Drew, so you are actually internationally known as far as working outside of Guyana with different artists. Do you agree with what Nestor's saying as far as what's the culture like in Guyana?
Yeah, man, because I too face that. But the thing is, now that I'm out of the situation, well, not fully out, but I'm at a place where I'm not affected that much by it anymore. I think one of the things that I can say to add to what she's saying is that industry generally, whether it's Guyana, Canada, America, Europe, it's not just about your talent, but who you know, how they can help you, and what you have to offer. And I think that's something that in Guyana artists lack, because they either don't know the right people, or they're already kind of blacklisted for whatever reason. So what I am personally trying to do is, fortunately for me, I met the right people at the right time, and I got connected. So I'm out of the situation, but what I'm trying to do is build myself, build my team, build my network, so that I can go back to my country and be like, here's a fair opportunity for everybody across the board, whether you're singing hip hop, rock, whatever it is. Because to me, that's the only way it can change, because it's not just Guyana generally, it's across the board. This is how the industry works. It's really, because look at it, when you sit and listen to the people that are making it right now, I don't need to say anything else, but you get it, right? But I mean, that's one aspect too. There are a lot of aspects, and I feel the frustration, because I've seen Nesta, personally seen her career move up the ladder, and I've seen the frustration, I've seen the battle she went through. Not her alone. Practically this story is basically the story of every Guyanese artist that's trying to make it. Right? And not everybody is connected, not everybody is even favored, not everybody is liked, but somebody has to be that person to say, okay, I have the resources and I'm going to make it available to everybody. And that's my personal vision for my career. But the thing is about that now is that there is a stage where I had to step out of Ghana. And not that I'm not looking back, but to achieve that big picture, for a bit I have to roll a certain way. And people are already misunderstanding that and are already attacking me for it, but I'm prepared for that. I'm cool with that. It don't matter, because I can come back and bless you anyway.
So I was going to piggyback for what you said, because I personally know Nesta not for too long from behind the scene, and she's been struggling in Guyana, and I gave her a word of advice last year saying that, you know what, maybe you want to market yourself outside of Guyana, because right now it's not where you need to be. And I told her, look at the other islands, other Caribbean places, and then, you know, maybe you want to come back. And what I was saying is also the same Guyanese people who close the door on you, they're gonna have this way of saying, look at her, she's one of our own, and she act like she don't know us. She can't come bless us with performance and whatnot. And it's a shame that's the way it is. But you know what Drew is saying is absolutely right. You can't build your empire, if you want to call it, in Guyana, at least not right now, because Nesta said, there is favoritism. I mean, I'm not in the industry, but I can see it. If I'm a buyer, they see it. You know, they know what's going on. So definitely, I don't think that, you know, Guyana right now is the best place for Guyanese people to be marketing. And I think, Gordon, you can actually agree or disagree because you're actually in the States.
Fortunately for me, I've been blessed. I don't really necessarily have the same struggles that Nesta have. What I can say is that I value your music and I love what I'm hearing, and you guys should be excited to know that we have some type of quality music coming out of Guyana, and she's a great, awesome, humble spirit and a great representative of that. And I think you guys should respect that. For me, I guess people just gravitated to me. Different people have different energies and different pulls. For me, I guess people just liked who I was as a social media person. And that helps, because you don't even have to like my music and it could sound like, bleep. She told me don't curse. and you'll just gravitate to it and you'll buy it and you'll share it. And I'm grateful for everyone that shared my music. And it's sad because I can agree 100% that my music has now always been quality. I downloaded beats from SoundClick. I got in a studio in a piece of box in the back of somebody's house, and I just said I want to do music. So that's why I don't really, like, it's hard to say that you're an artist. Like, it's weird. I don't want to get into that, but listening to her music and how consistent it has been for years and how the quality of it, it's a shame that people didn't support that. It's like, what are you listening to? And the media houses in Guyana, shame on you. What are you promoting? What are you really pushing? How are you enhancing our country? How is that beneficial to us on this market? How are we reaching lives when the quality that you put out and the people that you're favoring is garbage? And if you don't appreciate what I'm having to say right now, shame on you, because this and I cursed. It gotta stop. It gotta stop, because it makes no sense. This is beyond who you personally like. This is beyond who you're personally connected with. And this is beyond who look good and who got a fat Sorry.
You're good, you're good.
Right? Okay? And whoever look like they handsome with dreads. It's beyond that, because I'm like, and it's crazy because I just met Nesta today, and I'm hearing her music and I'm listening to her story, and it bothers me because before I deleted my Instagram, I had crappy sounding music and you guys loved it. I don't care. I'm real with my shit.
No.
Sorry. It was crap and you guys loved it. I have 40,000 followers on Instagram. I got all these followers on Facebook and y'all liking my shit and you can't like her. Something is wrong. Let's be real with it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm grateful at this point where I can actually make quality music because I'm blessed. Like I said, I have a super producer, Truth Oven. She's been doing this. Like, where have you guys been? Like, come on, get it together. It's everyone's job to make a difference. This isn't a call out thing for me to go, because I could care less who hate me. You know, I could right back, because I don't care. The thing is, we all got to be on the same page when we all agree this is a standard of quality. This is what we want for our country. This is what we are going to do together. And it starts from the top. If the top is crooked, the bottom will not stand.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying? A strong foundation has to be built from here, and the top, where the power is, it has to trickle down to the individuals and set that standard. Once that level of standard is set across the board and the foundation is strong, we have something to move with. And right now we're not moving. We're now trying to move, and it's sad.
Yeah. But you're speaking the truth. You're keeping it 100, which we love. The fact that, for example, HJ and there's other radio stations in Guyana, you know, have all these Guyanese musicians and they don't play their music as much as they should. Before they were hardly playing it, but I guess some people are calling them out, so now they play it, in between.
There is actually
I know
the last 5 months, I have personally been a part of improvement, especially where HJ is concerned.
Yeah.
But there's another side to this. Whereas I think most of the artists, not all of them, they're focusing on the wrong things too. Everybody wants improvement, but everybody's pushing this copyright law, 90% Guyanese music. That don't make sense to me, because we don't have 90% quality music to play. We can't even have an hour of music, concentrated Guyanese music that is quality.
That's true.
And so while the top of the ladder needs to be fixed. The bottom needs to be. Another
Right.
word, the bottom, but in reality,
Yeah.
we're
at the bottom.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the artists now need to improve on their quality.
But that's also, that has a lot to do with, it's so much to
It's
this,
a lot
man.
to-
If y'all talk to me, we can
Yeah.
have a whole political conversation.
We're gonna
Because
do that. This
this
is
has a lot to
another
do with the
hour show,
educational
Gordon.
system. It has a lot to do with the educational system. We don't foster enough music and growth and arts in Guyana schools. The government is partly responsible for this. We need to foster that. Give kids more instruments to play, more musicians, teachers to teach this stuff. Promote it, encourage them, and give them more quality
But the
people.
media outlet have a huge role because they're the
They
ones
do.
who are playing the music for the people to listen. So for one, if you're listening to music, right, and if you don't hear a new Guyanese artist or a musician, whatever music, then you won't know about them. To
You
be
won't.
keeping it
But
real.
then,
But
we had a-
let me
we had-
finish.
oh, sorry,
we have to
yeah,
say
sure.
the thing is this. Typically, what you hear on any radio station in Guyana, it's not like, you know, I could say it's 10% Guyanese music. Let's keep it real. They're pushing everything other than Guyanese music. And to think that other nations push their music hard. The other nations, they play their music more of their own artists
Right.
than we do in Guyana. Like,
Yeah.
I understand, like you're saying, that it's not just the radio station, we don't have quality of good music. That is true, but I still believe that they should happen in more rotation as far as the ones that are good.
But alright, two things, right? You gotta look at the consumers one, because remember, at the end of the day, a radio station is a business.
Yeah.
So another flip side to everything is that we have to now sensitize the Guyanese culture to accept Guyanese music, because
And
if
different
I am
styles.
different styles, because
Not just reggae and so
if
forth.
I'm an owner of HJ and people are demanding Rihanna and demanding Drake and demanding, and yo, I gotta get, because money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but then the flip side of that now is that for artists, Guyanese music has a sound,
Yes.
Right.
and unfortunately the sound
Talk
is
about the sound.
Yeah,
It's
that's
trash.
What you talking about?
Trash.
the concept of the sound is brilliant, but because of the lack of resources, the lack of
Yeah.
to some extent the lack of talent, where we need the talent in the studios, and I don't care who vex,
Yeah.
our producers slacking.
Yeah.
They are. The engineers slacking.
Slacking.
Writers
Reading
slacking.
too.
Right.
And to be honest, no, let me tell you straight. Reading music, music education, I'm a living testimony that you don't need none of that to make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't. You really don't.
I know what you're saying.
It's talent. No, but I'm not bashing it,
Some-
because I did get educated.
Yeah.
Where I needed to, I did apply. I pursued, but I'm saying it's not necessary. But education, I can play 10 instruments because I was exposed to 10 instruments.
Yeah.
So you need to be exposed to it, and that's what he was saying with schools.
Yeah.
Not everybody will become a
And
Beethoven.
can I
or-
interject real
Of
quick?
course
not. Yeah.
Can I interject? Because beyond just being exposed to great music and having teachers in schools, why I keep attacking the heads. And I will keep doing that. Because you could call me like the Bernie Sanders of this music stuff, because they don't like him. And nobody will like me. But I accept that. But when you're in a position of power and you look at, in Guyana, number one, this is a governmental thing, it's politics. Number one, a lot of people don't pay their fair share of taxes. They don't. A lot of businesses don't pay their fair share of taxes. And what do they do with all the money that they have? Do they sponsor artists?
No.
Do they sponsor
No.
musical development in schools?
No.
Do they give back to the community? Do they care? No. So there's no money going anywhere to help anybody to get better or to do better. And if you don't have money going into something to sponsor it or to foster growth, we're going to have the same lame producers, coming at y'all next as half of y'all are lame. We're going to have the same lame engineers that think they know what they've been doing. The same sound man, because like our executive producer Dev said, he running back and forth from speakers touching and turning stuff. Me, I didn't know sound production like that, but someone coming from the outside is looking like, why is this guy running and fixing all these speakers all the time? Once you set your sound, your sound is supposed to, you know, like, so people coming into Guyana will see like a lot of nonsense going on because of the lack of knowledge. And why is that? People not paying their fair share of taxes. The government is not getting enough money to invest into our schools and into our communities. That's one. And the people that are rich and that are on the top are acting like, yo, this money's for me. I'm good. So no money is going into doing nothing extra to improve nothing that needs to be improved. And if Guyana is saying, if the government and people in the country say to themselves, music is something that we really care about, the quality will improve.
Well, that's the first
Stuff will happen.
And it's a culture, because to be honest, in Guyana, music is like the last of our worries.
Right.
But the truth
Food is number
the
one.
music industry can carry our country if we do it right.
Yeah.
But it'll take years. It'll take a whole resensitization of an entire population, and it'll happen from both ways. If you want to talk about money, we could talk about money. Yeah, people aren't investing, but then the studios make it extremely hard for an artist who's broke. An artist, we start from nothing, and we have no money, and we gotta pay 5,000 an hour to actually do a song. First of all, if you come to me with a song, you tell me you did this in an hour, yo, I ain't got time for you. You can't talk to me. There's no way in hell. Ask him how long this last single. Yo, you can't do it. The amount of time, and this is the thing, and yo, it's so much levels to this shit. Dread.
It's frustrating.
And if you begin to talk about it, I like to be fair because I've been on every side. I've been an artist. I've been with the radio owners. I know their side. I've been with the people advocating for copyrights and advocating for this and that, and it's all unnecessary. We got to start as us. We have
to understand it's all of us.
It's everybody.
That's why when I say I'm coming for people, I'm coming for the artists that think that their work is great when it's not. I'm coming for you.
I was just going to say something about that. I was going to say, how do you tell an artist, you know,
that his
go
work
back?
is bad. Yeah.
I mean, Rotikiller knows. No. You know, it's not about doing it all the time. No. What me and Rotikiller are saying, like for me, I get people send me stuff. What do you think? So I can push it to somebody, drop it. But the thing is, I'll tell you, like Guyanese artists have a sound. Just they don't have that passion in their belly sometimes. At least the ones that are not ready yet. I'm not gonna say they're not good, but they're not ready yet. They don't have that passion when they sing or rap or whatever. It's like put some energy in it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Melissa, I can speak for myself.
Maybe so. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the ones who are not ready yet.
I'll speak for
How do you
myself.
tell them and tell them good? Because I've said. And they still go back, and then they'll push it to certain producers, whoever, and they'll, this is good, this is hot,
right,
and I'm like, I told you it wasn't good, and I'm gonna keep it real, y'all know this. Why would you do that? How do you tell someone, you know, and that's the issue.
Let me tell you how to tell them.
There's some lazy artists. There's some that's really
Let me tell you how to tell them. Because I'm an artist myself, where my quality, like I said before, was never like Nesta's quality. And I've seen people push my garbage. But and I'll say it was garbage, it was trash. And I know it's trash because I didn't have the resources myself. I didn't know who I was as.
And you have the right people behind.
I didn't have the right people behind me. You know what I mean? But when people, if you love what you do, and like any business, because when you get into music, it's a business. It's marketing. Like if you have a restaurant and everybody is saying that your curry crab is trash. At the end of the day, the whole world can't be wrong about your curry crab, dog. Fire your chef. Okay? If somebody's gonna keep telling me, yo, G, your music is trash, because I've heard it. People just say, I just bought it because it's you. You cute.
The dreads.
I heard girls come up in my inbox with all types of panties and all different types of things, and it wasn't because of my music. And when I started working with people of quality and they kept it real with me, I said to myself, you're not telling me nothing that I haven't heard before. As much as it hurts, you care about me.
Use us as an example. When we met, there's a difference. When we met on a musical level.
On a musical level.
All my life. But I told him straight, like, yo, Dread is my brother. I love you like my mother. But I didn't stop there. I told him why.
I was hurt though. I ain't gonna lie.
He was like, yo,
you cried?
Yeah.
Nah, it still hurts now. Because he told me I was trash.
But
It was like
the thing
coming
is,
from a friend, right?
Yeah.
He told me I was trash, dog.
but the thing is,
And he was not nice about it. He was like, I don't care
Well, he was
what
keeping
people say.
honest
He
and
didn't
real
care about
too.
my hundreds and thousands of likes. He didn't care about my 50,000 views on Facebook.
but the difference
But
is
you
when I
needed
told
to
him,
hear it.
just
You
like-
needed to
I
hear
was
it.
able to specify
I was
this
like-
is why, this is
In
why.
detail,
And then
exactly.
I went a step further and this is how I can help you. This is what I could do for you. And that's the
Exactly.
thing. The problem with Guyanese is that they're always surrounded by a bunch of people that
Yes,
swell
man.
their head.
Yes, man.
Yo, that shit is
Yeah, a bunch of yes men.
And when they come to me, I'm like, yo,
It's not good.
it's not good.
What is this?
What was
I
this?
need the
Like,
people
What is
to
this?
be
That's what's
honest with
like-
them like how Gordon Mosley was honest with me. I need Gordon Mosley to be honest with them the same way, because probably they would be at the level I'm at now. Because if he had tell them that, you know what, you ain't up to par, then they would have worked. If they keep getting the rejection button like they did with me, they would have been on a different level now.
would've
Because
grinding hard.
when I listen to my music now than 7 years before, it's on a total different level. And even though the Guyanese DJs and media houses, some of them still fight me down and don't want to play it, I don't know.
It's
but
quality.
When
I
it
know
go
what I heard.
viral, when it go viral, it can still circulate.
They'll come back. It'll come back.
Right?
They'll feel shame.
But they need to tell them the truth. They need to tell them.
Be
They need
real.
to start giving them the reject button like they did to me, because you can get them running around the place, and you see this thing called ego is a serious thing, you know. Most Guyanese artists, when people tell them, "Oh, you're sounding good," and they're barely at like 5% from 100, they just
You can't tell them nothing. They made
No,
it.
but
They're Whitney Houston.
when you tell them, when you be real with them, the next thing they can do is, oh, you hating. So Guyanese, them themselves need to learn to just slap themselves. Like, yo, I'm trash. Yo, I really, you know, and
Yo,
it's
but that's
it's
not fair.
but you know
I didn't
what's
slap
crazy?
myself. He slapped me.
No,
Yeah, it's not worse. But you know what you're saying is also like we were saying about for the shows. You see how they have these big concerts or performance or whatever. I'm gonna try to stay away from how much they just pay outside different individuals and how much they just pay the Guyanese performers. But it's the same performance. I mean, I went back home last year, the year before that, and the kids, you know, Andre Garland was there. I love him. He was there last year. He was there the year before. Same people. Now, same thing goes for the Guyanese performers. I'm not gonna call names, but it's the same people.
Oh, who are they?
It's the same people. You understand? And the thing is, I can't call them names. I have no shame calling them. But what I'm saying is, I want the people whose hand is to sit there and say who the names are every time. And the people who live in Guyana, every time you see a poster go up, it's not the same names going up. And I'm not saying all these people going up is not talented. All of them is not, but some of them are talented. True. Some of them is talented, all right? But it's a shame that they have other talents.
You gotta know what passion means. When you're passionate about something, you're consistent about it and it makes you happy. It's not a job. Every day feels like you're doing something that feeds your soul. And when your soul is fed, sometimes you could be broke, but if you're happy, that's all that matters. So you don't give up. Don't. 23 years and you're not where you want to be, but she didn't give up. So
I could say that my mom my mom is my biggest motivator. She always supports me 100%. My mom is a qualified teacher, a qualified music teacher too. She did music through the Royal School of Music in England, a distinction student. And I could say safely that my mother always supports me. If nobody else in my family supports me, my mother gives me that 100% because she believed I would make it big one day. She asked me when I was 5 years old, what you want to become? I said, Mommy, I want to make it big like Whitney Houston. That was always my dream, and my mother supported me. And I always want to say thank you to my mother. I can't say thank you enough because she's done enough. I'm older now, and she still supports me. If I need $100, $200, I'm done with US now.
I think she hear you now.
Yes. And I short of that money, my mother would say, girl, why you stressing? You know I always here for you. My mother believed that I mustn't ask no man for nothing with my career. That's my mother, right? I remember my mother always comes with me at the studio so nobody ain't gonna touch me. My mother would sit there.
Guyanese mother right there.
She would come there, she would sit in the studio all the time. She would, even when we leave in 2-3 o'clock in the morning, she would be like, so you finished? Yeah. Oh yes, she was there, right? My mother don't play with me, and I'm big now. She still don't make the call. She said, you can keep your legs closed, you're born with the talent, and you're gonna make it big without opening your foot.
well, I don't know if I like her no more. I don't know if I like her no more. I don't know if I like her no more.
I didn't want to say that. I just want to thank my mother for that. And my mother taught me well because there was a hard time. I grew up in a wealthy family, and then things went downhill with my father and so on. You know, he lost everything. And so the pressure started come on like when I was 8-9 years old. And then my mother taught me to do every little thing. So you see, I'm here. You don't know half the struggle. I make puri egg while cool long, walk and sell ice.
Why you didn't make them today?
Right? I walk and sell ice just to raise. So I had my ice and everything to sell just to raise my studio money. So it's never easy. Even though when I got older too, to go by Darrell, many days, one side passage, I walk in from Magdum to Georgetown and then just have one side passage from Tongue back to Buxton. So y'all need to be consistent. You don't know how, you see I looking real nice and think, y'all don't know how the thing I'm going through, sacrifices, you know, so stay focused.
Yep.
Well,
Jewel, anything for closing? Because we're closing up now. You like, yeah, man.
I'm good.
Well, thank y'all for coming and
thank you for
spending
having
time
us.
with us.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
hopefully don't be a stranger.
No, man.
We see y'all in the future sometime.
Yes, I can
Yep.
dance.
Yeah, try hard. I can still find them. I can find anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm Melissa G for Gaffing Guyanese.
You don't
I
need
got
to-
one more thing,
you know.
Melissa. Before
Oh
we leave.
gosh, we
I got
never
one
gonna
more
cut
thing.
out this
I would
show.
never finish. One more thing. For anyone out there, any little kid who struggled the same way I struggle with this religion thing, figure it out.
It's when it's fit to the show.
Figure it out. If you
Okay.
love what you do, don't let religion get in the way.
You and this Bernie rally man. Leave Bernie out of this, man. So I think we're good now. Roll together, we good?
Curse.
Rastaman vibration.
Curse. You know why? Because that curse gonna get you in the Grammys with millions of dollars that's gonna go in church tithes and
The
offerings.
Rastaman vibration.
I think you're taking a personal shot now. A personal shot now.
Yo, I had some struggles, man. It's hard when your family believe this and you're living this. It's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when them checks start rolling
Everybody
and that church
happy.
start getting that big
Me, ma-
tights and offerings, it ain't gonna be hard.
Mommy not gonna refuse the Ben.
Yeah, she not gonna refuse that all paid for trip to
Roll together. What's the name of
Dubai.
the show? What's the name of
Gaffing
the show?
Guyanese.
Because the see Guyanese like people
Them
with
on
the
gaffing.
man, you passing
This is
away.
gaff.
Them one done.
That's
Them
what
one
I got,
done.
man. You
Yo,
know that, man,
I
you know.
done. I
Gaffing,
done.
gaffing, gaffing.
I done. My
gaffing.
friends call me iChat, not iPhone. iChat. I done.
No, you now you're gonna. This is gonna be our mascot for
No.
Gaffing Guyanese because it's
No,
by
it
that
ain't.
gaff. You see this?
No,
Oh
as
my
a gaff
gosh.
mom, but
I
I
just gotta tell
done.
enough, yo,
You know
go
what
write
I
a
mean?
song. Just go write a song.
Yeah,
Check all of them out and write a
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
And I don't even do that.
Another one.
He writes all the songs now.
think
I
that's
don't-
a problem.
You need to go right. That's what I'm
think
telling you.
there's a
Shut your
problem.
mouth and go
I
right.
think I need to get you to, yo, right.
I'm about to get out of here because I gotta eat some food. You know.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.
Lyndon.
The link for all three of them
Thank you.
gonna be in the description below. Y'all can check out the music support.
Lyndon.
Hashtag support your own guy.
Lyndon.
What's
Oh
that?
gosh, you can't put out
Lyndon.
What's that?
Since everybody showed West Bank represent, since everybody showed to know.
Yo, where you from? Georgetown.
Yeah, we're good. We're cut.
All right, good, we done.
Damn, mister. You